Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. I'm so ready and here for you. Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? All right, I heard enlightenment just now. So some of you all are being turned on to new perspectives and energies. And what is that, Spirit? What is that? There was some other stuff coming through, but it all kind of hit at once, y'all. With the enlightenment, what else is going on, Spirit, that the collective needs to know? I heard spiritual resonance. So it still feels like coming to terms of or to, even with enlightenment. I heard new approach just now. So this has to do with clarity, you guys. Clarity in regards to your gifts. I'm hearing enhancements. Maybe trusting intuition even the more and what you're receiving. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all, let me get the cards together. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, subscriptions to the channel, your support overall. It is noticed, and I appreciate you. So, yeah, you guys, let's see. Anything else, Spirit? I heard interpretation just now. So there must be some sort of shift when it comes to that. That's occurring amongst the collective. All right. Got some cards that flew out right off the bat to the far left. So let's just go with this, you guys. I feel like this is great. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Definitely has to do with celebrations, but I feel this is like milestone energy, like finally getting over some sort of hump. So now it's really time to celebrate because this is actually what it is. Like I'm hearing actual factual. So there's no sort of disagreement as to why you should or should not celebrate. Like people want you to celebrate. They want to celebrate you, collective, is what I'm feeling. So this is a long time coming, you guys, what it feels like. So there was a hard road traveled here in order to get to this Three of Cups. But we're about to get into this, see what's going on. But yeah, it's like, you know, you don't need a license. I heard license to chill, but you don't need someone to validate, you know, the fact that, you know, you're celebrated. You know, it is what it is. Like people actually like dig you. So that tells me that someone else's interpretation has been totally wrong about you. And maybe now that they're seeing that others are like, you know, I wanted to say flocking toward you. So you must be on a platform or you must have some sort of voice. You're vocal about something, maybe your triumphs. You're making it known that you came through a hard patch and now, you know, you can tell others about it. You know, because I said there was some sort of milestone for a celebratory energy here. So that means somebody's over here. They had things a bit misconstrued. And it could be the one who took you through a good amount of those milestones that you're now testifying about. So they had things a little messed up here. And they're witnessing the admiration that's going forward towards someone like you who has the balls now to kind of stand up against the adversities. But it's like you had to go through it to be able to recognize it. But not only that, you're also using your voice to help overcome, you know, those powers that be that were put in place to stop you. Oh, you know, I'm rocking with that, y'all. You know, I love that energy. I always feel that, you know, you have to call the devil out. The devil, the enemy, whoever you want to refer to, you know, somebody who's against you as. And that could be in the flesh. You got to call them out. You can't have any fear. Whew, let's get into it, y'all. All right, so these cards over here to the left were the first to kind of fly out. I'm hearing an actuality over here. So the actuality concept lets me know that this is really what it is right here. So I feel like I want to reserve that and jump over here to the matter. But let me see, there's something with the energy here, y'all. Give me a moment. Because it made me feel like there's like a body of water. So I'm hearing distance even. So there's, because physically this could be somebody from a distance from you, because that's the perspective we're looking at now, is that somebody sees you in a whole different light. So they could be at a distance. They could have been distant when it comes to like some sort of physical interaction, whether it be communication wise, there wasn't a lot of communication. That could be the distance reference. Or they really could be like a long way away from you when it comes to like spirituality, even like they're just not where you are, but that's how they had things a bit misconstrued. Maybe they're coming into an understanding of spirituality, or something is really highly pointed out to them at this time about you. And highly, I know I didn't say that for no reason when we're talking about vibrations and levels and things of that nature. So you are definitely on some sort of pedestal here, you guys. And I don't feel it's self-imposed. I just feel like you were just doing you. You were just rising above, keeping your head up, chin up, you know, all of that good stuff. When you got knocked down, you got back up. So, of course, that strengthened you and allowed for your endurance in this. All right, y'all. I was trying to see where to go with that, but that came out. But that just lets me know that this whatever is the actual factual is at a distance, but that could be in regards to away from you, like unable to tamper with your journey at all. So maybe they're locked up, y'all. Maybe that could be the reference as well. But I'm hearing a journey, whatever this is. So this person possibly, I'm hearing they want to kiss your feet. Okay, that was the energy just now. They want to kiss your feet. So is that one of those things where that's like the highest of like an honor to want to kiss someone's feet? It feels like that might be it. It feels like a biblical reference, but also like something that was definitely implemented, like in some sort of empire, Roman something's going on with that, y'all. But they want to kiss your feet. Ooh. Okay, you guys. Well, that kind of switched things up just a bit here. Not really, but let me get back on target with the cards, y'all, because the energy was carrying me. Let me get back to the cards. All right, so I am going to delay that one because I feel like, because that, you know, that was a whole thing in itself with the whole distance, because I even did like a venturing off sort of thing in the distance with the energy. There's something about this. Let's go in, y'all. I'm sorry to take y'all through that whole thing, but it happened for a reason. Let's see what this is, y'all. I'm gonna just kind of run through these cards. We got the Six of Swords reversed. So somebody is unable to tap in, is how I feel. They weren't able to be rescued in the nick of time, because if there were a nick of time scenario that they had to get out of something, it didn't happen. But it had to do with them wanting to be rescued from like a higher realm, and it didn't happen for them. Not saying that, you know, their people didn't come through for them, but it just wasn't their time. Maybe the boat arrived to pick them up and they weren't there at the stop. I have the Three of Wands here, so this does have to do with, I feel like the Three of Wands has to do with they want to jump in and help and rescue, but they can't. Like physically with the wands representing doing, they physically can't get to this person to help them. Because with the swords reversed in the Six of Swords reference to where they couldn't tap in, that has a lot to do with them playing with their own mental abilities. It could be mental magic here. But for some reason, the Three of Wands is like, we can't reach you. Talking about distance again, y'all. I said all of that was for a reason just now. Because I said the person could also be put away somewhere. They could be locked up. That could be some sort of reference that they can't, somebody cannot get to them. When I say somebody, it's like the people who would have been able to, from a spiritual perspective, you know, can't reach them. Or they didn't show up at the stop when they were supposed to be there. But I also saw like a jail cell and a lock and key reference. Look at the Four of Cups, y'all. So this means somebody who can't change their perspective of what's in front of them, and they're stuck on that. They wish that they had the physical ability to be able to get more in addition to what's in front of them, and it can't be right until they get it the way that they perceive it, that they need it to be in order for them to move along. But that's the problem. They're limiting themselves by way of hanging on to emotions of what's in front of them, the hand that they've been dealt, like the things that they can't have access to, because they're not allowing themselves to look out beyond that perspective of what's in front of them. Page of Pentacles, it always has to do with them not having enough. They always feel like monetary, financial wise, they've never had the right amount of money to be able to do something, whatever that thing is. We could get into that, but they always feel there's always been some sort of stop to them financially. And this, I'm hearing Pentacle. So even when they get to a certain point, it's still not enough. Even though they feel that it is an accomplishment, it's still not enough, but that's that Four of Cups energy. Even when they had the nice job or they had the income coming in, it still wasn't enough for them. They shot them own selves in the foot with that kind of perspective. Behind the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I just mentioned every time they get an opportunity, it's not enough. So they spoiled future opportunities with that thought, that perspective on things. How you going to say it's not enough when God's trying to give you something? That's not enough, God. I don't want that. What? Who does that? This person. This person had major blessings come upon their lives, but they ignored it. They took it for granted. They said, that's not enough. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Is this jail cell what you wanted? Even if it's just a mental or spiritual reference of a jail cell, they're locked up now. They don't have access to nothing. Is that what you wanted? Obviously, because you turned and shot down everything that God was trying to hand to you, creator, source, whoever you want to refer to them as. I'm hearing you didn't even acknowledge them, whoever they were to you. But now you're locked away. I'm hearing the cutoff. I'm hearing the cutoff game is strong. And that's in reference to creator source. That cutoff game, that's not the cutoff game you want. You don't want to be cut off from that, because that cutoff game is hard. Ace of Pentacles reverse. So you didn't like the opportunities you got? Well, how about I'm not sending you no opportunities? Or if I do send them, you're not going to get them. They're not going to reach you. Wow. I'm hearing our God is an awesome God. He reigns. Whoa. Yo. Okay. Behind the Ace of Pentacles reverse, we have the Moon card reverse. So there's obviously something that's come up and out that this person was trying to refuse. I'm hearing they didn't want this to come and be about. They didn't want this painted on them, because now I literally saw a paintbrush, like one of those big, thick, wide ones. Not even a roller brush, because a roller would be smooth, right? This is like a big, like paintbrush. You know, it's going to be uneven. You got to know what you're doing with that. It's got to be a master, like hand movement with that paint action. So you don't see the brush strokes. Like somebody didn't want something to know about them to come out, but they've been painted. So meaning they stick out like a sore thumb with whatever this is. Like now, okay, y'all, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. You can't get away from being called a child molester. Like everybody's going to know this. So that's not anything you can, there's no wiggle room around that. Or a child predator. You can't wiggle out of that. Even when you go to jail, that's the first thing that everybody's going to know about you. And what does that do to you? It puts you at great harm, risk, danger for a reason, right? Even out in the streets, if they come out, they're still going to be labeled at that because it's a law. You have to register. This is what I'm getting, y'all. They didn't want to be painted at this. So whatever that secret is out. They've been painted. Painted, tainted. I mean, well, they tainted others, but now they're painted. Like they can't get that color off of them. Whatever color signifies that they are a child predator, molester, whatever, sexual assault, victimizer. That's who they are. Oh my goodness. Look at the Nine of Pentacles. So that, I feel like that Nine of Pentacles is tied to this energy of they just took a lot of innocence for granted. They preyed on the innocent people. I said people, it could be male or female. So people who were coming up and had something going on about themselves, but were misled, misguided, naive. This is who they preyed upon. And the Eight of Wands reverse, it was just a long time coming here for this to happen. It was slow, but it happened. But I feel like with the Eight of Wands reverse connected to this Nine of Pentacles, it took just one person speaking up and speaking out. But there were a lot of victims in front of that one person. But that Nine of Pentacles is upright, so that lets me know they did the right thing here to get this person locked up. All right, y'all. So there we are. That solves that mystery. But let's get back to this celebratory energy with the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to work. Ooh, okay. So I'm being told to go this way. We're going to go this way. So let's start here at the top and work our way down to this Knight of Pentacles who's in the reverse. So I'm going to turn these two cards over and see what's going on. We have the Empress reverse and the Two of Cups reverse. So this looks like a trap in itself right off the bat. You have a fake ass Empress here. Somebody posing as a loving mother, a nurturer, caregiver. You know, it's reversed though. So they've been masked off. This person who's in a relationship with them, Two of Cups, now realizes that they were in a fake. I heard fake matrimony. So there was some sort of marriage commitment energy here, even though they may or may not have been married. But this one was like set. I heard dead set. So this was it. These two thought that they were in a relationship with each other. That was the thought. I don't know what's outside of that just yet. But you see, both of these things failed. The relationship failed. And then the fact that somebody thought that they were linking up with someone to be like a true representation of a divine feminine energy failed. That wasn't them. It was an illusion. Okay, I'm here. We're about to see what trouble they got into because of this union. Let's turn these two cards over. Whew. And this is leading to why this person's where they are now. Unable to be reached. And that could be spiritually or physically. These cards right here, let's turn them over. We have the Emperor, Temperance, Two of Swords reverse, and the Magician. I giggle when I see the Magician because I'm like, somebody has an illusion here. Whether it's good or bad, it's an illusion. So this Emperor looks like they were doing their thing. I mean, they were definitely in a seated position to where they were able to, you know, kind of be the king of the castle. And I don't want to be gender specific, but I'm just kind of following the energy here by way of the card. So that Emperor is at the top tier. You know, nobody can't tell them anything and nobody can get them off of this position that they are seated rightfully in. And it's rightfully because somebody allowed this to happen. The Temperance feels like, you know, things were balanced. Like they had no reason to believe that they were not the Emperor and that was not their seat. They had no reason to believe that. Yes, they're the Emperor, check. And yes, that's their throne that they sit upon, check. So there was no reason for them to feel that they weren't in the right place. This Two of Swords reverse tells me that they didn't do their research. They didn't ask a lot of questions here. And this could be of them. Whoever was tied to this Emperor, they didn't ask them a lot of questions either. It's like, whatever you like, right? And the Emperor's like, well, why is, okay, well, no, I'm gonna just go with it. Shoot, I'm the Emperor then. That's what's coming from this energy. But you see the Magician right here, like, whatever you like is what I like too. And I'm gonna make this happen for me in the end, is what I'm hearing. So while this person was casting illusions over this Emperor, they made it seem like they were being subservient. You know, I'm there for you. I got you. Don't let nobody try to trick you. I got you. If you need anything, you come to me. I'm going to let you know. And by the way, I might do a little spell on the side But of course not against you, Emperor. This is for us. It's to benefit us, says this Empress reverse. Look, I didn't even realize I was talking about counterparts till just now. This whole scenario coming out right now. This fake Empress was leading this Emperor to believe that they had their best interests at heart. But I told you back here before I even saw these cards, this was an illusion. It was all about this Empress wearing a mask and getting what it is that they needed out of this scenario. But reminder, this is what led this person to where they're over here locked up, confined, because of this Empress reverse. But to tell this Emperor, they had it made, not knowing that the magic they knew about, but it was about, this is for us. You know, it might have been prosperity magic. It might have been, oh, this person shut you down on this business deal. I got you. I got something for them. That's what this Empress reverse said. But not knowing, how could this Emperor not even think that this Empress would not turn and do magic on them? They didn't even think about that, y'all. They didn't ask enough questions here to a Swords reverse that would lead them to an understanding of, you know what, this bitch could switch it up and do magic on me one day. They didn't. That wasn't even anywhere in the perspective, because all this Emperor heard is, you the man. What you want, daddy? I got you. What? They said that to you? Don't worry about it. I got something for them. And made this Emperor feel as if they couldn't be touched. They didn't even think it would come from this Empress, but ultimately they were sleeping with the enemy, because that's where it came from. Whoo, y'all, goodness gracious. Look at, we got the 7 of Pentacles here. So this was a money sort of arrangement here. Look, as we move to the King of Pentacles reverse, this was definitely a commitment, a union surrounded around money. Now, this Empress, don't get it twisted, because they looked like they brought a lot of growth and birth. They might have been a business owner, had wonderful ideas, clients. You know, it looked like it was popping, right? But it was a facade. This Empress reverse was a magician. And when they got together, it's also letting me know, because they're counterparts, they both benefited greatly from this magic that this Empress reverse was performing. You know why? Because this Emperor was an equivalent. It was a missing piece of the Empress reverse's formula. She found her man. And she found that man on so many levels. This Emperor don't even know. This Empress reverse needed this magic from the Emperor in order to get this thing popping, but not knowing, the Emperor never knew that that magic would turn on them. But this lets me know this was an equal equation, like they needed each other to get to this pinnacle energy. But bringing back up the sexual assault energy, whatever it was they were doing to get money is tied to that. To where now this person is labeled some sort of predator. Well, the illusions are falling, obviously. Because I told you this person has I said something in the channeling alluding to all of this. Thank you, Spirit, for all of the information here. Because this is not by my might. I'm not trying to make it seem like I said. No, this is Spirit speaking through me to help somebody out here understand what the hell's going on. But you have a reason to celebrate. Let's not forget that. Okay, so anyway, we understand the King of Pentacles to be someone who's a business owner, entrepreneur. But I told you guys that they had a business arrangement here. It had to do with money. Let's get some clarifiers here, because I don't really need to go into the life of a now King of Pentacles reverse, or either that's how they show up in this energy, but now they're over here locked away. Right? But a King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's going to get money no matter how they need to get it, because they got to have it. So they'll do all kinds of strange things to people, themselves, but it's all about that mighty dollar for them. They don't care what they got to do to get it. Spirit, please clarify the energy on the table. Let the cards fall as they may. Well, we have one card out here, so This card fell over here with at a distance. I'm going to turn it over. It's in the reverse. So journey, they ain't going nowhere, y'all. And it's a 10. It's a completion. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. This person could be locked away for a long time. I'm hearing a cycle. So this is the beginning of their new cycle here. That karmic wheel turns. All right. Anything else, Spirit? All right, y'all. That's what I have. I hope this helps.